Hello, everyone. My name is Maria Nansky D. Biswas, a licensed professional teacher and a MAED student from Pangasinan State University Open University System. And I will be presenting to you my research, which is entitled Reading Revival Enhancing Comprehension Among Filipino Learners Through Literature. So, this is in partial fulfillment of our requirements for MAED 201, or Research Management, led and guided by Dr. Vladimir Marie Kabototan from Pangasinan State University Open University System. All right, so the content of this research includes abstract, introduction, research questions, methodology, treatment of data, results and discussion, and conclusion. And of course, you are curious why I started working on this research. So, my aim in doing this research is to investigate existing pedagogical approaches that could encourage Filipino learners to love reading and consequently enhance comprehension skills among them. All right. And as I've mentioned, you are maybe curious why I am interested in doing our research on this because this was born from a burden to help Filipino learners improve their comprehension skills. And this was born from a desire to help teachers improve pedagogical approaches that will facilitate better comprehension among Filipino students. And this was born from the news that the Philippines ranks at the bottom of new PISA test on creative thinking. And because we have failed in this area, we know that we need to work hard to help students in our country improve their comprehension skills. So, with this research entitled Reading Revival Enhancing Comprehension Among Filipino Learners through Literature, I hope to provide answers to the following questions. What teaching methods enhance comprehension of younger Filipino learners? How can literary engagements be revived using student centered and genre rich approaches? And how does improved reading comprehension improve learners or impact learners' performance in other subjects? So, will the use of British curriculum in Filipino classrooms improve the comprehension skills of Filipino learners? So, these are the questions that I have. In case we cannot find the answers in the synthesis or synthesized and analyzed um, s- studies, then we know that we have this research gap that researchers can further explore. Now, I also would like to mention that this research is using systematic literature review, which is also considered a secondary research. So I depended on other researchers' work, and the scope and limitation of this research are the following. When it comes to publication type, I only chose scholarly written articles and I excluded opinion pieces and non scholarly blogs and social media posts. I included works that focused on reading comprehension, Filipino learners, literacy instruction in the Philippines, and pedagogical approaches, but I did not include studies that are not focused on literacy or are focused on adult education because that's not my focus. I only included works that are written in English and I excluded non English texts without translation. I made sure that the works have discussion of teaching methods, comprehension challenges, and curriculum reform. I did not include articles lacking methodological clarity or empirical data. And I focused on data gathered from Google Scholar and open access repositories. I did not use inaccessible databases for researchers, and research articles chosen were published from 2011 to 2025. So, based on the research that I have found, I used repertory grid analysis and thematic coding so that I can easily assess and analyze the the titles, the objectives of the study, and understand the methodology used by different researchers, the significant results, and conclusion of each work. All right. So, based on what I found, I realized that Filipino students' poor comprehension skill are due to limited vocabulary, weak schema, insufficient scaffolding, low parental involvement, and educational systemic challenges. So alam natin that in the Philippines we have a lot of educational reforms and the students are the ones suffering. All right, and another thing that I discovered is that there are people that are already doing interventions to improve Filipino students' reading, so they include bionic reading, mother tongue instruction, provision of culturally relevant reading materials, use of assessment tools, and integration of digital literacy. So my recommendations include that more stakeholders should be involved, like the teachers, the students, the parents, the school, and adopt guided reading class on a daily basis at a school based on British curriculum. So to conclude, we know that reading revival is possible when there is teamwork. Thank you so much.